Alright guys, it's been a heck of a journey. You can tell by my level that I've been grinding a lot of these quests offline. You can see I'm finally ready to finish the advanced festive flurry. So that means that for 15 days straight I've been coming here and doing all the repeatable quests. So a lot of work has gone into this episode behind the scenes that you have not seen. So it's finally time to turn this in and wrap things up here in Frostbluff. Alright, so there we go. I'm going to turn in the Spirit of Evil, which should finish the final tier for this. So let's go. And then let me turn the advanced one in. 15 days, Yule must be your favorite season. It just must be. Mara rummages around in her small bag of gifts before handing you a huge one with a colorful bow. Have this, my friend, and keep on celebrating. Alright, and I guess I'll take some cloth. And wow, a lot of stuff there. Oh my god, there's another one. There's another one. You're kidding me. Wow. That's very disappointing. I'm not going to be able to do this because there's just not enough days left in the festival. In fact, I think today or tomorrow is the last day, so I can't come back 5 days in a row. Oh my god. Well, next year I'll come back and finish this. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I'll leave this quest for next year, guys. I'm sorry about that. I just didn't know that there was going to be another tier. I should have looked into it. But I guess either way I couldn't have done anything about it because I kind of started this with less than 20 days to go. Well, anyways, there is one final quest that I can do here, and that is this final act quest. Again, these I've already done. There's a bunch of repeatable quests that you've seen me do around here. That's what all these quest rings are, but I still have not done the final act quest. So let's go ahead and do it. Ah, Kippen, I couldn't help but notice you've been up to all sorts of schemes during your stay here. Well, I suppose you're not quite acquainted with our many aspects of our fair town. I can recognize the signs of some real trouble stirring. The mayor told me to direct you to Mara Sandy Downs for his orders. If you should wish to follow them, I think you won't regret helping the mayor in this scheme. Alright, so let's see what this is all about. Well, you have made it to the right... Sorry, let's start again. Well, you have made yourself right at home here. You have participated just as the mayor wished, and you have also gone against his wishes by speaking with those he considers an unsavory influence on his great festival. But now you must choose. One cannot have both things in life, not where it matters. Who will you choose to ally yourself with? So you must choose your next quest carefully. You can do one or the other, and once you finish one, you will not be able to do the other until next year's festival. So here's how this works. You can either side with the poor people in town, or you can side with the rich people. And since, you know, I'm a giving spirit, I prefer to help the poor people, but here's the dilemma. I want to do 100% completion, so when I come back next year to the festival, I'm going to pick the opposite of what I picked this year. So, my thinking is that this year I help the rich people, so that next year I can redeem myself and then ultimately be on the poor people's side. So that's what we're going to do. Are you ready to decide? You must help either the workers and beggars or the mayor. You will be rewarded according to the financial abilities of each. So, I guess let me try to head on over to the mayor. He probably gives me the rich people quest. Where is the mayor again? I forgot. That's him right there. Where do I pick up the quest? These are all the repeatable ones. Let me see where I'm at here. There we go. So, gain and glory, assist the rich. I'll give you the short of it. The mayor is feeling a little suspicious of the workers and wants someone to spy on them to see what's afoot. What you make of this is for you to decide, but I would talk to the mayor if I were you. See what he has to say, if what he has to say is to your liking. Alright, so let's go ahead and take it. Kippen, I hear you're interested in some fine clothing. You have good taste. If you help me, I'll see that you're wearing the finest style that Winterhome has to offer. I need your help, you see. When I came into my mayorship, I ignorantly put the town money into unstable investments. I let go many workers, but the town is still in trouble. That's why the festival is here, to raise money. I keep promising them that the festival will help the town, which will let them have their normal wages back. But first, I must use the festival profits to get out of my own debt. A southerner told me that there is a very promising investment to be made in a war that seems to be brewing in faraway lands. Sadly, the festival didn't raise enough money for me to invest properly, so I need to cut back on the workforce again. Can you get some dirt on any disloyal workers? I hear that they trust you. So this is pretty slimy for me to do this, but I gotta do it, you know?
Stay and hear me out.
So I don't want to pick up those quests, I just want to deal with the one I have currently.
What do you need?
Oh, if it isn't the mayor's particular friend. I'm surprised he hasn't adopted you as part of the Goodnow family. That's right. I saw you talking at length with the mayor. I've nothing to say to you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. So he's obviously not very happy about all this. So the daily quest, and not gonna do it because I've already done my 10. Just waiting for some of the poor people to appear. They kind of appear randomly throughout the town, so sometimes you got to ride around and hope they appear. And then what's worse is if somebody talks to them before you do, they disappear for a little while, which is very unfortunate. Or I don't know, maybe, let me see this guy. Looks like he has a good quest ring here. There we go, I was running around for nothing. Sorry about that.
Greetings.
Ah, Kippen, I'm terribly sorry for the way my friend Gareth just spoke to you. He's very unhappy, you see, many folks are, as it troubles my heart. Nay, don't listen to my ramblings. It is just heaviness of winter that troubles me. I do not wish to burden you while you're visiting our town. Please go back and enjoy the festivities. So, Daily Utteridge is reluctant to tell you anything incriminating, but he might be persuadable. So, let me talk to him. You talk conversationally with Daily Utteridge, but he does not say anything helpful. So I'm going to pat him. Daily Utteridge appreciates the comfort, but he does not wish to share his woes. Daily Utteridge appreciates your sympathy and opens up.
How can I be of service?
I appreciate your sympathy, Kippen. I think talking to you might help ease my mind, for I can see that you have a good soul. You see, my friend Gareth recently found a stray paper after Guard Frostway from the town vault came to make his nightly collection for the storehouse. Gareth kept the fallen record, though I told him he should return it to the Guard Frostway and he read its contents. I'm sure he must be mistaken, but he claims that the mayor has made some very unsavory investments of the town's money, and that is why we work as hard as we do for so little, and why so many folks are out of work. I couldn't believe it, Kippen. I'm sure Gareth read it wrong. He's angry, though. I do not know what he means to do. So apparently Gareth Russ is in possession of records of the mayor's incriminating transactions. Sounds like he needs to be killed and put into a freezer. I'm just kidding, of course.
Hello there.
Gareth Rust found my records, and Daily Utteridge told you, a visitor, all about it? Surely he means to blackmail me. It seems you caught them just in time, for it looks as though they meant to expose me in front of everyone. Well, they will both be sorry. One more favor, if you please, Kippen. I would ask you to meet me outside town for some unpleasant business regarding the little issue you've uncovered. There is a summons horn in the woods. Use it when you're ready, and I'll come to you. I'll send word to the workers to heed the call as well. I'm afraid there shall be a bit of a confrontation. Alright, so let me go use the horn here. Man, I can't believe I needed to do 5 more days of this for the final tier. Again, I'll have to wait till next year to try that. And let's see, there's the mayor. Thank you for agreeing to meet. I have sent word to the workers. They should be arriving shortly, at which point I will need your assistance. Good day, Mayor. Why do you waste your breath on civility daily? They are not worthy of it. I expect no better from a troublemaker like you, Rust. But Utteridge, you telling your lies to our good patrons, smearing my name? Hold on. Smearing my reputation to our guests? I'm afraid it is unpardonable. You are both relieved of your employment in this town. Curse you, Goodno. I've nothing to lose. I'll make you rue your greedy ways. So pretty unfortunate here. I knew we were wrong to ever trust you, Kippen. What is the mayor giving you for your troubles? How many loaves of bread could be bought with your reward, eh? So definitely making you feel very guilty here. Spiteful. Detestable. Am I really gonna have to hurt him? You have defended yourself against the workers' anger and taken the stolen records back from Gareth Rust. You were wise in your choice of protector, Mayor. Come, Daly. There's nothing for us here. You're right, Gareth. We will be better off now. I think nothing is worth the folly we have seen today. Ha! That went better than I expected. Thank you, friend. Let us meet again in town, and I'll give you your due payment for your services. So again, I wish I didn't have to do that, but in order to 100% the game, I'm going to have to do that quest. And I'd rather do it this year and then next year kind of end the festival on a good note by helping the poor folk.
Greetings, friend.
Ha, you showed them, Kippen. That was well done. Now surely I'll have enough money for this new investment, thanks to what I'll save from having to pay those 2 ingrates. As promised, here is your lavish reward. I appreciate everything you've done here. So I'll take the robe, not the dress, of course. And there you go. Let me get rid of this again. And I got the miser title. Let me finish up the quest. Oh my god, this thing needs to quit popping up. I hope you're satisfied with your decision, Kippen. There are consequences to either action and rewards as well. Perhaps this little drama will play out again some other year if you find you regret your decision, which is exactly my thought process behind choosing to help the rich people this year. So that's it. That is the end of the festival. Let me kind of go over some of the rewards with you. And I should have accumulated a lot of tokens from all of this. So let's take a look. I have 882. That is plenty. So let me show you what we got here. We got a ton of cosmetic items, which honestly I'm not too interested in. So I'm not going to be getting any of that. The most important things, though, are the steeds. Some pretty cool steeds here. I'll be getting both of them. And let me see what else. There was a pretty cool cloak here. I want to see where it is. Let me see. So the Horned Snow Beast cloak actually looks pretty cool. Check it out. I like that one, not gonna lie. And I think... Do I want it? I don't know if I want it. I don't know what I'll do with it. And then there's some other things related to essences and all that. Now there is a collection deed to get all of these Grims, and let me kind of show you that. Where's the collection thing here? There we go. Collections. So Grim Friends. So if I collect all 3, there is a collectible for that. So I'll go ahead and take them. So I'll take the Grim, I'll take the Fire Grim, and I'll take the Shadow Grim. And then let me kind of open them up. Alright. And there you go. I got a title for that. The Grim Friends collection is complete. And let me just kind of show you that. And I guess it's under my skills. Let's take a look. So here is the Grim. And you can see he basically just kind of follows you around. Got the Fire Grim. And the Shadow Grim. Pretty cool. Let me show you my new mounts. Steed of Winter Light. This one is pretty cool. Sorry about that. I had a cough attack. I'm still a little bit sick. I got sick recently, so I'll edit all that coughing out. But it's a pretty cool steed. I really like it. Very festive. And maybe I'll use this steed when I am in Forkill, another wintry place. And then Steed of the Ithilien Winter. This one's a little bit less attractive, I suppose, but I'll show you that. Not as cool, but, you know, I like to collect the steeds whenever possible. Let's see what else this guy has that you may or may not be interested in. So, we got all the fire grams and everything like that. And that's pretty much it. And then this guy here has a few other things.
What can I do for you?
Notably, he has these. You may remember something similar in the Harvest Festival, in which if you use these things 300 times, you unlock a deed. So that's going to take a lot of work, but he mainly has cosmetic things as well. Some of these look pretty cool, but honestly, I don't know what I'll do with them, so I'm not going to pick them up. I'm just going to kind of scroll through them so you can see. There's some furniture. All this good stuff. Some maps. Some, excuse me, man, I'm still coughing. Some titles here, but I already unlocked these titles by doing some of the deeds in the festival, so there's no need for me to barter for those. So, in fact, I'm going to spend all my last tokens grabbing these items, that way I can start working on those deeds. So, let me grab some frosty beverages. I want to show you what these do. Some snow jars, some crystals, some fluffy snow, and then the snowballs, the rotten fruit, the petals, those are for the activities like the snowball fight or the theater, so there's no need to pick those up because they're not related to a deed at all. But let me kind of show you what these things do. So here is the frosty beverage, which is kind of cool, I guess. And again, that's going to unlock a deed. You gotta use it 300 times. My god. And then, I guess I'll do a little bit of editing so I can show you all these other ones while we wait. Okay, so let me show you the snow jar. And it basically just creates a blizzard, which is pretty fun. Again, 300 times to complete the deed. Next up, I have the Grim Crystal, so let me show that off. And basically just a nice icy snow golem gets summoned. 300 times for this as well. And finally, there is the piles of fluffy snow, which creates a tornado of wintry delight. And finally, again, 300 times for that one. So that's actually going to do it for the Yule Festival. Now, before I leave, I just kind of want to go over all the deeds that are associated with the festival, just so you know everything I've done and haven't done. So, give me just a second. I'm actually going to have to look a few things up here, make sure I don't miss anything. So there are a ridiculous amount of deeds here in the Yule Festival, starting with a cool reception for making all 5 of the snowmen. There is a monstrous feast for completing the pie running challenge successfully 8 times. Let me skip a couple of these. There is the extra, which is for playing the part of the extra in the play. There are 3 tiers of throwing flowers in the festival, 3 tiers of throwing rotten fruit in the festival. There is the laughing stock, which is for messing up on the play. There is protagonist for playing the protagonist in the play. Raining snowballs for completing the easy snowball fight 8 times and the hard one 3 times. There is star of the show for playing every single role. Such generosity. This one's interesting. So if you remember, I did a quest where I kind of run around and give a Yule token to 5 beggars. If you do that quest 10 times and give a total of 50 Yule tokens, you unlock this deed, and you also get a reward of 50 Yule tokens back. So ultimately, you don't really lose anything. You also get the Bard, which is to basically do everything there is to do in the theater. So you got to play all the roles, and you got to complete all tiers of the flowers and rotten fruit. Let's see. What is this? So these are just for doing quests. The more the merrier, up to tier 3, for ultimately completing 120 total quests here in the Yule Festival. If you do that, you unlock the frame. Let me see if I have that in my inventory. My inventory is a mess right now because I've been recording several different things here in LOTRO, and then I had to go back and edit. But let me see if I have it here. I don't see it in my inventory. Maybe it just automatically gives it to you. Let's see. There we go. So I got the Yule Festival frame, and you can see it's nice and festive. But let me just switch back to my 9-year frame. Alright. So Thespian for completing all of the roles. And then, of course, Villain for playing the villainous role. And that's pretty much it. That is all the deeds here in the Frostbluff Winter Home. So that's going to do it. And ultimately, I only need to come back here one more time to 100% this festival. Again, I have to complete this silly quest here. Festive Flurry Final, meaning I have to do 10 quests here every day for 20 days straight. I'll have to do that next year. It doesn't matter too much because I have to come back next year anyways to do the poor person's final act. So thanks for watching these special few episodes, and then in the next one we're actually going to move on and hopefully go to Angmar. So see you next time.